The Raptors with a singular focus as they got off the team bus, looking to lock down a valuable win on the road. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. Here are the five for the Raptors. On the perimeter, it's Barrett and Barnes. Ayton is out there with Rob Williams. And it's quickly in at the point guard. And for Memphis, Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Richards in at the center, filling out the middle. Coach, what did you like to see from your teams at this point of the season?
Well, you would think, Kevin, that at this point, we would be making fewer mistakes, and especially mental mistakes where we break down. There's always going to be physical mistakes. You're going to have some turnovers. Hopefully they're not out of carelessness. But you shouldn't be missing rotation or not executing a play, not setting a screen. Execution and attention to detail should be good by now.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way, Stan, from the G League, an assistant there, to NBA assistant, and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Outside Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Jackson against Barnes. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18.
Excellent defense there from Barnes. When he's active, he is a difference maker on that end.
Up top, Barrett, guarded by Bane. Barrett the pass to Williams. On the wing, Barnes, guarded by Jackson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. On the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Barnes. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but, man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Barnes hits them both.
And Barnes, an all-around threat, a good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Now here's Morant. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Jackson has the open look. Off target from outside. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to New York. Here's Quickly. From down in the low post, it goes.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Barnes finds Barrett. Now, Quickly. Guarded by Morant. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
It's Barrett on the wing, guarded by Bain. Barrett, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Morant passes to Jackson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Williams. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging about 7 points, 8 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
Well, the way he plays helps them on both ends. He's a presence defensively, and that gets them more possessions on offense.
Now here's Morant after R.J. Barrett's miss.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after block.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Assistant, Emmanuel Quickly.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant scanning the floor. To stop the drought. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Here's Barnes. It's tipped. Barnes against Jackson. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Ayton.
Access there denied by DeAndre Ayton.
Here's Barrett. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Richard.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Bain. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Now here's Morant. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Morant outside. Now the pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Special move from a very versatile Scotty Barnes.
Morant passes to Bain. Now Jackson. Over Williams. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Barnes kicks to Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, for Williams, the most important thing is remaining healthy, because when he does that, he's an impactful player.
Raptors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
And both free throws good for Williams.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Pass to Jackson. Tipped away and stolen by Ayton. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Clark.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Morant. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Here's Clark. Good D by Barnes. Raptors leading by 4. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you got to be careful how you guard Barnes, especially when he's in attack mode.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Dix checked in for G.G. Jackson. Smart comes in for Bain. And it's Luke Kennard in for Morant. And then for Toronto, Edey's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Shepard comes in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Mitchell in for Quickly. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Grizzlies trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Dick with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And you never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
And Toronto making a change here. Murray's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Mitchell against Kennard. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. to the inside. Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And the rejection by Clark. Tip in the corner. Lets the three fly. And it's Toronto with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the defensive end, a failure to communicate.
Yeah, they just looked totally lost in that game. On both ends of the floor, the coach is going to have some choice words for them after that
one. Murray outside. Mitchell up top. Into the lane. And he uses the glass on the lane. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
Clark outside. Passes to Kennard. And he banks in the layup. Kennard's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
Pass to Murray. Good on the shot.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Outside, Smart. And the pass to Kennard. Here he goes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Shifty work from Kennard on that drive.
Toronto with the ball. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
An interconference matchup. They face these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games. That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Charles Massey, he's checked in for Toronto. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Left side, Smart. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Well, we talk so much about the defense of Marcus Smart, but Smart is really good at running offense, too.
Well, we saw it in Boston, and we're seeing it in Memphis. Marcus Smart is a key piece in any lineup, Steve.
Yeah, look, you can just plug Marcus Smart in, especially to your defense. Multiple times on the all-defensive team, and he became so much better being able to run an offense, direct traffic, keep a team together.
And if he can just stay healthy, that will be maybe the missing part of his career.
Yeah, and that's the challenge right now.
And it's Clark with the jam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now, here's Mitchell. 9-point game his last outing. 1:16 left to play in the first. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. Memphis leading. Kennard, the pass to Smart. And here is Clark. Here's LaRavia. Still scoreless. Oh, that's blocked.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
44 seconds left to play here in the first. Smart deciding where to go with it. And that one's good by Clark.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Kennard against Mitchell. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. In the corner, Smart with it. second left. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. Trailing by 4. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Emmanuel quickly out there with Shepard. Then there's Murray. And it's Bassey in at the 5 spot. Now here's Morant. Here's Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play a bigger role and was effective.
Yeah, Kevin, I think we were all a little surprised at his offensive game. You know, he got more opportunity and we saw him doing more things. He also played more at the center spot, you know, so he's become a great two-way player. We knew he was always an elite defender.
Absolutely. First free throw is good. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And they've also done a great job converting their opportunities at the stripe. Lots of chances and making the most of them.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
No good on that one.
One of the most explosive players to have ever entered this league. Morant shows out every night.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson's checked in. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Toronto. That one misses. Raptors trail by 5. Murray, the pass to Bassi. Quickly against Bain. They get a hand on it. To the paint. Here's Fernando. And the layup's good off the glass. Fernando's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Gets it to fall. A bucket from Bain.
Yeah, Bain is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. Here's Murray, and they pick up 2. Murray's got 6. And so here's Memphis. 3-point lead. Now here's Morant. Outside Jackson. And it's denied. Fast break Toronto. Quickly with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Jackson against Quickly. In the corner, Murray with it. Clock at 6. And the powerful one-handed slam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And stolen by Murray. Pass to Quickly. 11 feet away. Got a piece of it. Barrett against Morant. Fernando pulls it in. Raptors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Murray with the bounce pass. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Fernando can't get it to go. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And following this one, take on the Hornets in New Orleans. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Bucket is good.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Outside, Bain. That's tipped. On the wing quickly. Guarded by Morant. Passes it to Fernando. Here's Barrett. Pass to Quickly. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes comes in for Murray. For Toronto, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Poked away. Morant against Quickly. Bain. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Jackson against Barnes. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Barnes has got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And there's the pass to Jackson. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
And that one's good quickly. Now it's a 3-point Raptor lead. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for Toronto.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And here is quickly. After the three-pointer from Desmond Bain. Now Jackson. He had 15 points last out. Quickly against Morant. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And the Raptors making a change here. Williams is checked in. Pass to Jackson. Here's LaRavia. Covered by Barnes. 4 on the shot clock. And it's LaRavia missing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Morant against Quickly. And there's the call on DeAndre. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And Memphis making a change here. Kennard's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Mitchell, he's checked in for Barrett. Pass to LaRavia. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Smart against Quickly. Takes it from 10. And the rejection by Jackson. To the middle. Here's Kennard. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Raptors shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Mitchell against Smart. Takes it inside. Here's Quickly. Takes it off the glass. Quickly's got 10.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Outside Jackson. Pass to LaRavia. Rebound by the Raptors. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, Ayton. Some solid defense from Clark. Memphis has gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's LaRavia. And Barnes sends it back. 4 on 3 break. Oh, Ayton in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Mitchell against Kennard. Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
That one on 8.
Well, Jackson Jr. can go over either shoulder. He can face up. He's a tough cover in there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen. The best three-point shooter, or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Now here's Smart, following the missed shot by Davion Mitchell. The pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Over 80. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The drive by Mitchell. Kennard with the rebound. Kennard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Dick. Back to Kennard. Passes it to Smart. Launches a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mitchell against Kennard. Mitchell passes to Ayton. Over Clark. And that one's good, Ayton. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. And he finishes nicely on the way. Kennard's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Edey. Lets it go with a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. A minute 20 left in the first half of the game. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Clark the pass to Dick. He dishes it to Smart. Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. Number 1, the Raptors.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
And that one misses.
Well, he's a competitive guard who plays with a real edge. Smart helps set the tone for the attitude of this team.
Charles Massey, he's checked in for 8. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 6. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Barnes has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
The pass to Jackson. Over Edey. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Jackson. 30 seconds left here in the second. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Murray's checked in for Barnes.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, Murray.
27 seconds left to play in the first half. Deep 2 from Murray. The Raptors rebound. On the wing, Murray. Passes it to Shepard. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Smart.
Yeah, easy call.
Raptors have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Shepard taking 2 shots.
shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Kennard with the ball. Over Mitchell. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Toronto ahead, up 2. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even, and they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. Remember, they trailed after 1, but a great second quarter gives them a 2-point lead at the break. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It could zap your energy level. But right now, they look like the pressure team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
It was a great display of team ball. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit sharing the rock. Not only does that make it harder to guard, it makes the game more enjoyable to watch.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice performance by Emmanuel Quickley.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Yeah, always amazing to watch a man Ayton size fly up there like that.
Here's Jackson. And Barnes sends it back. Shot clock at 6. The second chance effort. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Barrett. Raptors leading by 4. Barnes outside. Back to Quickly. Pass to Ayton. Yep, it counts. Ayton's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
Yeah, you expect this from Ayton. For him to shrug off contact inside and power his way to a bucket.
Now, here's Bain. For 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Barrett, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Clark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. And he can't get the first one. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though?
What about now? Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Richards. Quickly against Morant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on 8.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
And he's good on the second. Raptors leading by 6. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Jackson. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And their defense has taken a turn for the worse here in the second half, allowing way too many easy looks.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Ayton. 7 points in the game. Toronto working the ball around now. Shot's good by Williams.
Yeah, Williams is a selective shooter, but when he gets it inside like this, he looks to capitalize.
Morant outside. The pass to Jackson. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on 8.
Well, that's the kind of aggressive play you want to see from Jaren Jackson.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Raptors.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
Here's Barrett. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Now here's Jackson. 9 points in the game so far. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And Memphis making a change here. Arabia's checked in. Clock is at 3. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 9. Passes it to Quickly. Lots of room. He squares up and sinks it. Quickly's got 12 points in the game.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Outside, Bain. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Memphis foul. John Morant. First personal foul. Second team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
A free throw drops for Quickly. He hits both from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant outside. Bain looking around. Down low, Jackson. Good D by Barnes.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
And it's Quickly missing. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Morant outside. Pass to Bain. Drops in the layup for 2. 9 points in the game so far.
Just look at the body of Bain. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got the lead up to 7 now for Toronto.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now here's Jackson. Still without a basket. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Barnes. And it's blocked. Dishes it to Barrett. Tries again. Grizzlies with the rebound. Richards got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Bain. With that shot, the Raptor leaders cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Richards.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
So, timeout, please. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Dick comes in for Bain. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for John Morant. Shepard with the ball. Dick defending. Mitchell outside. On the wing, Murray. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Count that one. And the Raptors lead by 4. And it's Smart with the ball for Memphis. And there's the drive. Inside, Clark. Rebound by the Raptors. And here is Murray. He has 6. And it's Laravia with the rebound. Smart passes to Richards.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Ball's knocked loose. Smart with the steal. For the tie. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Agini picks one up.
Well, Smart is known as a very physical player. You almost think he welcomes getting hit while shooting.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. And it's tied up with that one. Raptors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. There's the pass to Bassi. Now here's Murray. Dick defending. Clock at 6. Murray down low. He's got 6. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Dick passes to Smart. It's deflected. Passes to Bassi. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Smart. 5 points in the game. Clark outside. Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Pass to Bassi. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. As you look at Memphis, this hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out.
When I look at Memphis, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
And we had a feeling this is how their season was going to go. But that doesn't mean it has to continue. The pressure is on for this franchise to turn things around.
With the floater, it's deflected. Kennard against Mitchell. Kennard, the pass to Richards. Now here's Smart. He's got 7 to the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Kennard for the lead. Bassi pulls it in. Bassi's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Murray. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound in this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for 2. Good.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Nick Richards. And it's John Morant in for Kennard. And both free throws good for Dick.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Morant against Mitchell. And the pass to Murray. 1:27 left in the third. It's rebounded by Dick.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
Here's Morant. Toronto grabs the miss. Mitchell outside. Passes it to Shepard. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Dick finds Morant. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside, and Morant very high on that list.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Some changes for Toronto. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Edey. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Shepard. Both free throws good from Morant. Raptors trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That's to Bassi. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Wide open look here for Murray. And the Raptors miss again.
This has not been his quarter so far. He needs to find a way to get going here.
Now Morant. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies out in front as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. The guard set is Quickly and Barrett. Rob Williams is out there with Barnes. And it's Ayton in at the center.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Barnes passes to Williams. Outside Barrett. He feeds it to Ayton. Over Jackson. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Ayton.
Well, Aiden is quite literally a house in there.
Here's Payne. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Sunday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And for that game against the Kings, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
The first free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Payne. Nice D from Barrett.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And that one drops for him.
And what a basket by Barrett, looking unafraid to take on these difficult challenges down low.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
Well, I love how aggressive they've been. They've been taking it right into contact, and then they're going to the line and converting.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
This is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
Now here's Barnes. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the inside and stolen by Williams. Now the Raptors moving it up. And Ayton throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, the 7-footer Ayton, when he's this close to the basket, he's looking for the jam.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And that one's good quickly.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Morant against quickly. Pass to Jackson. Over Williams. And that one hits back iron. Raptors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. The 11-footer. Payne against quickly. And the rejection by Jackson. Clark kicks to Morant. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. And the Raptors call time here. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, and it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him. Morant against quickly. The pass to Bain. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here's Ayton. Quickly looking it over. The offensive rebound, and Ayton stays with it.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Quickly against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Knocks it loose. Taken away by Williams. Barnes with it. Williams dishes to Barnes. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Look how ready Barnes is to play physically. He insists on finishing his motion.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
First team foul. At the line for Memphis, Jackson. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Pass to Barrett. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Memphis trailing here. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Richards no good. Toronto, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Quickly against Morant. And it's quickly missing. Now here's Morant. He started closer. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Quickly with it. Now defended by Bain. The 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ayton's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Now, here's Quickly. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That will be foul number 5 on him. Here's Quickly. Ayton, the pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 2. A 3 from Quickly. And again, Toronto no luck.
It's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
To the paint, here's Jackson. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Here's Morant. Jackson looking around. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Jackson on the assist from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 3. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. Now the pass to Ayton. Oh, Ayton in position. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Here's Barnes.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Now Richards. He kicks it to Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Morant.
Well, he's been at the line so often tonight, but only just now is he starting to look comfortable.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Smart's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Murray's checked in. Good on both. And here is Quickly. No good there. Morant with some nice D. Can he keep it going? And he can't bank that one in. Raptors trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Quickly missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now, here's Barrett. Marcus Smart missing that last shot.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Tries from 16. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Passes it to Ayton. Barrett kicks to Quickly. Pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. Pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Jackson. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 3 points. Nice bucket there from Quickly.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact
when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
And that one's good, Morant.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Toronto calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to...
Let me hear you once again.
Now, here's Quickly. And there's the pass to Barrett. Another shot. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Jackson misses. And so Quickly will bring it up for Toronto. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Out to Barrett. Good on the triple.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And so here's Memphis. A 2-point game. Jackson passes to Richards. And it's Morant at the elbow. Kicks it to Jackson. Clock at 6. Outside Jackson. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Grizzlies. Quickly with it. From the arc. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Morant outside. 1:22 left to play here in the fourth. Shoots from 14, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Now it's a 7-point Memphis lead. Here's Quickly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Toronto. Emmanuel Quickly. 2 shots.
No good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That trims the lead to 6.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
On the wing, Jackson. Quickly against Morant. Rebound by the Raptors.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on. Well, they put their faith in 8, and he delivered.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. For the team foul.
And they double up Morant. Here's Smart. Jackson in the corner. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Toronto calls time. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Quickly against Morant. Quickly kicks to Murray. It falls! And now they trail by just 4. Timeout called the Grizzlies. They lead by 4. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. "17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
At the line for your Grizzlies, John Morant. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Barrett for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And there's the call on DeAndre. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, tough break for him there. But they have a tough time coming back from this deficit no matter who's on the floor.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Now Mitchell. This one for 3, and the miss. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody has the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just lets you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.